The 1983 Kodiak F1 was one of the boldest European supercar designs of the 1980s. It was the brainchild of Mladen Mitrovic, owner of Speed and Sport, a company specializing in soft-tops and interiors for cars ranging from the Beetle to Ferrari. Mitrovic dreamed of creating a machine that could compete with Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Porsche, while simultaneously demonstrating an innovative approach to aerodynamics, materials, and construction. From this ambition, the Kodiak F1 was born, a car designed to combine track performance with luxury. The design's foundation was a lightweight, tubular space frame, designed to provide stiffness worthy of a racing car. This frame supported a body constructed from composite materials, Kevlar and carbon fiber, a design ahead of its time. The body shape was refined with low air resistance in mind. A long nose, wide side sections, and a steeply raked windshield ensured high stability. The Kodiak had a futuristic look, yet was heavily inspired by the aesthetics of Group C racing prototypes. One of the most striking design elements was the gull-wing doors, reminiscent of the famous Mercedes 300 SL gull-wing. Retractable headlights, wide air intakes, and flared fenders complemented the visual presence. However, Mitrovic prioritized comfort in the cabin, planning a generous standard equipment package, including an exceptionally impressive 22-speaker sound system. This heralded an ultra-fast GT for two, offering luxurious travel in the style of the 1980s. The Kodiak's powertrain was centrally located, behind the driver and passenger seats. The base engine was a 5.4-liter V8, derived from the Corvette, paired with an automatic transmission, a rarity in a supercar of this type. It produced between 320 and 340 horsepower, sufficient for a top speed of 175 to 190 miles per hour, 270 to 315 kilometers per hour, depending on gearing configuration. Acceleration to 62 miles per hour, 100 kilometers per hour, was estimated at around 5 seconds, placing the Kodiak among the fastest machines of its era. Mitrovic, however, envisioned a wide range of engines, including Mercedes units. One variant was to be a 5.6-liter V8 with 240 horsepower in the factory version and up to 380 horsepower in the AMG version. For the most demanding customers, a top-of-the-line Mercedes engine with a displacement of 6 liters and an output of around 550 horsepower was planned. Weighing just 1,100 kilograms, it would offer performance that would be impressive even today. Overcoming 200 kilometers per hour in less than 10 seconds promised brutal acceleration and a truly competitive character. The experimental suspension design, inspired by racing technology, was intended to provide exceptional stability at very high speeds. Mitrovic aimed to create a car that would handle like a track machine, yet remain fully usable on public roads. A Group C-style chassis was considered, allowing for quick access to components. The combination of lightness, aerodynamics, and powerful V8 engines was intended to make the Kodiak one of the fastest civilian designs in Europe. Although the project seemed increasingly concrete, reality began to complicate Mitrovic's plans. Homologation in the supercar class was extremely expensive, and the lack of a major investor prevented full production. The estimated costs of mass-producing the composite body and hand assembly far exceeded Speed Sport's capabilities. Despite this, Mitrovic persevered and poured resources into further prototype modifications, hoping to attract interest from potential sponsors or importers. Ultimately, The Kodiak F1 project fell through after 1987, when the automotive world entered a more conservative period, and demand for extreme prototypes from independent manufacturers began to decline. Speed and Sport returned to its core business, focusing on the production of accessories for major car brands. By then, only 2 Kodiak F1s had likely been built, the first of which debuted at the 1983 Frankfurt Motor Show, generating considerable interest but failing to generate any orders. Today, the Kodiak F1 exists as a near-mythical automotive curiosity, a car that had the potential to become a European icon of the 1980s, but was lost due to a lack of financing and its creator's overly bold vision. The few surviving photographs and documents reveal a machine ahead of its time in materials, styling, and engineering. Had the project been realized, the Kodiak could have competed with the Testarossa, Countach, and 959, creating its own equally fascinating legend.